I have to start this off by saying I feel so sorry for this child. For those of you who don't know, North West, who is Kim Kardashian and Kanye's West child, recently took part in a celebration for The Lion King, the theatre production. It was one of their anniversaries, and I can't remember which one. This celebration, right, was always going to be a celebrity star-studded event. So there were special guests throughout these performances. It had always been said they were going to perform. Now, there's been a few different rumors around the situation, why it happened and everything like that. So those of you who don't know what this situation, North West, again, who is Kim Kardashian, Kanye West's daughter, performed one of the songs, Just Can't Wait to Be King, from the Lion King production and obviously the film, and it wasn't the best. Let me show you. So that was a performance. There is another bit which I'm going to show you in a minute. Now, let's start off by saying this. It's not that child's fault that she is on that stage performing that song. I feel, you know what, I'm kind of happy for her because she looks like she's having a great time. She's performing all this stuff. She looks like she's having fun, right? And here's where people are giving a little bit more criticism. So clearly she is not the best singer. Again, a child. But here's where the criticism is coming in, right? And I do have a few opinions on this. And there's a few rumors and a few things that kind of don't make sense, really. So first of all, she's not a great singer. And people are going onto this whole thing of like, you know, she wouldn't be there if her parents weren't famous. They've paid for her to be in this kind of thing, which nobody knows is true or not. We don't know if any money was exchanged for her to be part of this performance. Yes, she wouldn't be there. She wasn't famous because this was a star-studded cast, right? So if it wasn't Kim Kardashian's kid, it would have been someone else's famous child. And people were kind of like, oh, this is nepotism. And there's been this whole thing recently of nepo babies. So a nepo baby it's short for nepotism baby. It's a term referring to celebrities whose parents have succeeded in the same careers. The implication is that because their parents already had connections to an industry, the child was able to use those connections to build a career in that industry. It is usually used pejoratively, I don't know if I pronounced that right, to indicate a celebrity whose fame and success are perceived as unearned or undeserved. Let's look at that in this sense, right? Here's my thinking to this. With nepo children, nepo babies, all this kind of stuff. If you are like into a celebrity, right? If you really like a celebrity. Now, I don't want to say it's normal because I don't think it's normal, but I think it might be reasonable to think that people who are let's say people who are like obsessed with Taylor Swift, right? If Taylor Swift had a child, those people are also going to be like obsessed with that child and the idea of that child carrying on that legacy. The whole Nepo baby thing, to me, doesn't really bother me because I'm like, yeah, they're going to be famous anyway. Their children are famous people. They're going to be famous. However, when it comes to taking positions away from other people, that's when it gets a little bit, So a lot of people are saying that, you know, North West didn't deserve this. Loads of people auditioned, but she got the role because she is Kim Kardashian's daughter, which I don't believe to be true. Star-studded event, right? Celebrity performances. Who would have been the celebrity in that had just some child performed? Like I said earlier, if she hadn't performed, someone else's famous child would have done so anyway. I just want to show you when North comes off stage and she goes to see her parents.
Sorry. Hey.
So they obviously are saying she did a good job because that's what you tell your child. Now listen, this is what you tell your child when they've done a school play, right? When they weren't actually that good, when they were acting in a school play, but you know, they just stood there and said words. You know, you're like, oh my God, you did an amazing job. Unless your child is an amazing actor, of course. However, this whole stage isn't a school play. This is a worldwide, seen by millions of people situation. Why would you, as a parent, put your child on this huge main stage to sing? Again, school play, different. Karaoke, different. Knowing your child cannot sing and then putting them on a stage like this is cruel. It's cruel because people are roasting her. And again, we're gonna roast her because she is a child and she's enjoying herself. But again, this is a celebration of a Broadway show. I don't want to see some child just enjoying themselves. I want to see a good child performer. I've seen The Lion King twice. And of course, the people who play young Nala, young Simba, incredible. The whole cast are incredible. The adults were too. I do think this is extremely unfair. There's adults saying really horrible shit about her online. People being like, oh, she's a Nepo, but it's not her fault she was born into this situation, right? It's not her fault things happen. We've seen like clips of her shouting at the press saying, leave me alone, when she's just trying to have a normal child's life, right? Here's a really terrible thought I had that I'm not saying is fact, but I'm kind of like, was this done on purpose? And I'm not saying this is fact, it's just an idea that came to my head when I was thinking of something. The Kardashians kind of had a launch of their careers and their names from an embarrassing moment, right? Kim Kardashian's sex tape. Which, by the way, if you want to record a sex tape, good for you. The embarrassing part being it was released without her permission. But it's given them like a huge career, right? We've seen online a lot that embarrassing situations, rage baiting, all this kind of stuff can actually get a lot of viral attention. In this time where that's the kind of strategy to get attention, did they think we'll put North on this stage when she can't sing? You know, it's a family memory for us. It's cute for us. She can't sing, but let's put her on this stage. You know what I mean? That might be a little bit, that's very, and I'm going to admit that is very assumptive and actually a horrible thought that a parent would do that to their child. And I'm not saying Kim would do that at all, but it did come into my mind when I'm thinking about business and a business mind and what can we do to get this child famous, although she is already famous. But why didn't they give her some kind of, North West, why didn't they give her some kind of singing training? They can get the best voice coach. They can get the best people to come in and be like, you know what? Imagine you have a child. You don't know if they can sing or not, right? And someone comes up to you and is like, we want your child to perform this song on a stage for an amazing musical that's very famous, that people love. And you're going like, yeah, fine. You know what I mean?
So I was at Ground Zero when it happened, and I have to talk about it. I took this video. So first off, nobody should be making fun of a 10-year-old girl.
Yeah.
It's not her fault. If any one of us had the ability to sing Lion King for Disney when we were 10, us talentless assholes would have took it and
I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. I'm sorry, but I had self-realization at 10 years old that I could not sing. 100, but that's like anything, you know? You don't do what you can't know you can't do.
a second. The problem is kids actually auditioned for this. Kids were like giving everything they can and training and doing everything in their ability to achieve this. And right at the end of auditions, when they were down to the last four, Kim walks through past them, and then Northwest gets the part. It just absolutely frustrates me to no end. And I looked around in the crowd at the people because I didn't know what to look at. And everyone was just like so confused and so uncomfortable because right before her was Jennifer Hudson. Like, it was like gorgeous and mind-blowing, and there's a giraffe to my right. Like, I'm out of this planet. And then all of a sudden, I mean, the little Nepo baby comes in and just shocks everyone. Everyone's just like, just absolutely confused. We had no idea what the hell was going on. But again, like, it's not her fault. Like, I hate seeing all these people talking about, like, oh, she's talentless, she shouldn't be there. Like, yeah, she shouldn't, but she didn't pay someone to do that. She was just following her mom and then got told that she gets to go sing Lion King. We all would have took that opportunity. Like, come on. Still, the director and her parents should be very ashamed of themselves.
I do think there should have been a level of responsibility from the people, again, doing the production. We can't just blame the parents always and be like, you know what, she is that great at singing. Maybe we'll go with someone else. Again, there's no proof that people did actually audition for this because this was going to be a celebrity lineup. So I think they would have had a celebrity child anyway, like I said. You can also see a lot through this performance. It kind of does seem last minute. She doesn't seem to know any dance moves, and the dances are pretty terrible. Probably because the shoes are ridiculous. Those aren't the kind, I mean, they look cute. I would own those. I would want those in black. But you can't do a theatre performance in fluffy sliders. You know what I mean? And the hoodie and all this kind of stuff, she looks like a bird. She doesn't look like Lion King, she looks like a bird. Make it like the colour of a lion, you know, that nice like golden brown. That's yellow. But she does seem confused. You can see people pushing her in certain directions, grabbing her to sit, moving her around, where to go off stage, where to look. It does seem very last minute. So it does make me wonder, perhaps maybe they had somebody else in it before, or maybe they were looking up to the last minute for a child to be in this. There are also rumors that who's the mum? The mum, Jenna, is very close to the people who produced this performance. Again, all rumors.
I want to say this. She should be doing musicals. Because the only way you're going to get better at doing musicals is by doing them. And that is what educational theater is for. That's what school theater is for. She actually wouldn't be that bad in like a middle school production. She has high energy. You know, her friends would probably be hyping her up. Like, it's fine for middle school. And it's okay if you're at a certain level in middle school because not most kids aren't like Broadway caliber at the age of like 11. But if you do enough school shows, by the time you're an adult, you'll be better at them. That being said, again, that's what educational theater is for. Your school musicals, not the Hollywood Bowl, not for that. I blame her parents and I blame the Hollywood Bowl.
Northwest has a lot of confidence, and it shows on the stage as well. She's having a great time. She's not aware she can't sing. She's not aware she doesn't know the dance moves. She's looking around, still smiling. She would have a stage presence had she had some training. Again, training that money can buy. which again makes me feel like it was a last minute decision, a last minute choice. I don't think we're gonna see her performing again on stage. I feel like that's not the direction she's gonna go anyway. And listen, there are good child performers. Like I said, The Lion King, great. Went to see Frozen. And the two kid actors who were Anna and Elsa at the beginning, amazing, incredible. I don't like child actors, they annoy me. First Harry Potter film, saw that, never watched another one because I thought they were shit. I feel sorry for the kid, I'm gonna be real, I feel sorry for the kid. She can do anything she wants in her life. As a child, we all had those experiences on stage, doing musicals, you know, I did all my school productions, loved it. But just because you're a celebrity, it doesn't mean we need to take that school production level to a world stage. You know what I mean? For the sake of a child and also everybody who is watching. Okay, let me know your opinions down below. I'm very curious to see what everyone thinks. And yes, thank you for joining me. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.